Hello crafty friends, do you ever get stuck for card layout ideas? If you do, then sketches can be a great way of sparking some of those ideas. I've got a sketch today for you which you can download from a link in this video's description, or you can take a screenshot now. So the idea with a sketch is that it's generic. You've got a very basic layout of elements, but you can think, what have I got in my crafty toolkit, whether that is tools or supplies or techniques that I can use with this generic layout? How can I turn this into something uniquely mine with what I have? So on this sketch, we've got 3 vertical lines, quite thin, of differing heights, coming up from the bottom of a panel. And there are 3 different size circles arranged in a visual triangle over those lines, and there's a sentiment off to the left. If you take your rule of thirds grid and place it over your sketch, or draw a grid of thirds over your sketch, you'll see this one has got the middle tallest line on this right hand line here. The other 2 are either side, equally spaced, and then the sentiment is here on this intersection. And all of these circles, although they're kind of higgledy-piggledy, they all touch this line here. So they're all gathered around the middle-ish of this right-hand line too. So this layout conforms to the rule of thirds. If you want to know how to make a rule of thirds grid, and if you want more information on the rule of thirds and other layout design ideas, then I have a playlist which is linked down below. So what I'm going to do today is create a card for you following this sketch, and then I'll share some more cards that I've made using this sketch as inspiration, so you can get an idea of different ways you can use it. I've got a feeling I'm going to do flowers for the circles, but I'm not 100% sure. But I do know that I want to use blue. So I'm going to take tumbled glass distress oxide and I'm going to blend it all over this piece of smooth white card. Got it on my grip mat here just to keep it still. I want to do a bit of stenciling. So I've got one of my very favourite stencils. It's just lines of variable sized dots. And I'm going to take Salty Ocean distress oxide, which is a darker blue or a more saturated blue, and just stencil over that. And I've got this sheet music type rubber stamp here, and I'm going to mist it with water and press it down onto my card, and it will hopefully lift off some of the colour and give me a nice texture. It's not as prominent as I would have liked, but that's okay. There is a bit of extra texture there. What I am going to do is take this stencil now, which has got some Salty Ocean on it, mist it with water, and then press it down in the other direction. There, I like that. Very subtle, gentle, extra texture. I'm going to dry this with my hairdryer, and then I think I'll do a little bit of heat embossing on top. So I've dried my stamp and I'm going to use this again. I'll ink it up with sticky embossing ink. And I'll place this on and give it a good press down. I forgot to dust it with my anti-static powder, but I don't think that'll be a problem. It'll be fine if I get extra flecks. This is White Pearl Superfine Embossing Powder from Wow, and it's translucent. And I will melt that with my heat tool. So that's got a lovely, subtle, pearly, musical sheen on it now. The other day I popped into the crafty charity shop and I found this punch. It's from Woodware, and it cuts out lots of different sizes of the same flower shape. So I'm thinking I'm going to punch lots out and then make lots of flowers, because I might do more than 3 because none of these are quite as big as these, but that's fine. So I'm going to make these flowers double layer. I'm going to put the blue layer on top and a vellum layer underneath. So I've punched a load of these out of vellum. Oh, that's far too much glue. It's a nice warm day today here, but it does mean the glue gets a little bit enthusiastic about coming out of the bottle. I think the best bet is just to pop a little bit of glue on the back of each blue flower and then place it offset on top of the vellum flower, so you can see the vellum flower petals between the blue petals. Right, I'll come back when I've done all that. So I've got a nice pile of blue and vellum flowers there, and I've cut myself a white cardstock stitched rectangle panel, and I think instead of 3 vertical lines on this card, I'm going to use this foliage die. I'm going to pop it on here so it's where it will be on the actual card, and that will tell me where I need to put this. I want it on this line here coming up from the bottom, and I think that works. So I've got a piece of low tack tape here that's going to hold that down while I emboss with the die. So I'm going to use my Cuttlebug for this, and I'm going to use my thick plate, my cutting plate, the rubber mat, then the cardstock and die, and then my self-healing cutting mat. If you're not sure what the embossing sandwich for your machine is, then it should tell you in the manual. I'll carefully peel off that tape. Hopefully it's not left any indentations. And remove my die, and I've got a lovely embossed piece of foliage. This is a 4x6 inch card blank, and I've put tape runner on the back of the panel, and I'll pop it on, hopefully nice and straight. I'm going to stamp my sentiment before I put my flowers on, and I've got my card in my stamp positioner, and I've put my rule of thirds grid there, and these stamps I think are from Wow, and I think we'll just go with a thinking of you. And I've put the sentiment on the intersection there as per the sketch, and I'll pick it up with the door, and then I can remove the acetate sheet, and I'll just double check that that's going to stamp where I think it's going to stamp. And I'm going to stamp in Memento Tuxedo Black. It's pretty quick drying. Before I stick these down, I want to give them a bit of physical dimension. So I've got some foam here, just craft foam, and an embossing tool, and I'm going to push down in the middle to make the flowers curl up a bit. So we've deviated from the sketch somewhat, but that's absolutely fine. But I think I will try and sort of cluster my flowers around this area like they are there. Maybe spread out the little ones a bit, I think. I'll stick down the ones I'm sure about with a bit of high-tack white glue. And I'm thinking maybe 3 little ones. I've got an overabundance of flowers, but I will put them in my extra die cuts box. Let me know if you'd like me to make a video in which I use my extra die cuts. Things that are left over from other projects, a bit like my sort of background busting videos. I'd be happy to do that if it's of interest. I'm thinking on this big flower here, I might add another layer. Just see what that looks like. Yep, I like that. Let's do that. I think I'll do that on the other 3 main flowers. Just gives them a little bit more oomph, I think. For my flower centres, I'm going to use white Nuvo drops. These might absorb a little bit of the blue. Don't mind that. I'm just adding some White Blizzard Nuvo drops because I think it needs a little bit more something scattered around it to fill it out. These will dry clear, but they do have iridescent glitter in them, so they'll be subtle but glittery. So there you go, one card inspired by this sketch, but uniquely its own, I think. I'm going to go off now and make a few more cards based on this sketch. So if you've got a few more minutes, just stick around and I'll show you how they turned out. And I'm back. So there we have the card that I've just made for you. This was the second card I made. I pulled a background out of my box of backgrounds and bits, and it had a nice diagonal going on, so I thought I would work with that and cluster my stars over this area here. So really what I've done is I've flipped the sketch, and I've got a small, a large and a medium in the same arrangement there, but instead of strips or lines, I've got strings dangling down, and my sentiment is not quite on that third, but it seems to fit quite nicely in here, and it says make a wish. For my next card, I decided I wanted to do a square card, and I was rummaging through my dies and came across my balloon dies, so I chose a large, a medium and a small, and I put them in the middle of a panel and made a shaker card. I backed my shaker with another thing from my box of backgrounds and bits. It's gold and green and white, some smushing and embossing, and I used big chunky iridescent glitter for the shaker bits, and I mounted that on foam, popped it in the middle of my card and added these 3 bows. I thought these wouldn't work as strings, especially not on a square card, so just adding a little bow to each would do. And because I introduced the gold, I thought I'd add a gold frame as well, and there's gold in the background. And because I deviated significantly from the sketch, I thought I'll just pop the sentiment where it looks right for this card, and to me that was bang in the middle there. I had the idea for this card as I was falling asleep last night. I wanted to use string for these lines, and I thought instead of higgledy-piggledy visual triangle circles, we could have some tags bobbing up and down. So I cut the letters J-O-Y out of some craft cardstock that I'd stamped with some snowflake and star stamps and spattered with some shimmery white metallic paint. For the background, I inked up an embossing folder with some nice pale blues, gave it a mist, embossed a piece of card, and then I put it all together and added string from the top to the bottom for each of them, and you can see it through the acetate that's in the holes there. And then I stuck on some little bows that I tied, and I really like that one. I think that might be my favourite of them all. So this was the last card that I made, and I wanted to incorporate the lines here kind of as they are on the sketch. So I die cut some white cardstock using a narrow stitched strip die, and I stuck those onto a stitched panel of white cardstock, so they're embossed texture in the background. And then I die cut out some splats from this piece of pink cardstock that I braided over with, I think it was like a pale blue acrylic paint. Stuck those on in a similar fashion to that. Added some arty icons that I die cut from rose gold foil card, and those are on foam, so they've got some nice chunky dimension there. And then I stamped Hello Lovely up in that top corner, and I think I'm going to save this one to send to my daughter when she's away at university. She's studying illustration and animation, so I think this will be a nice card to send to her. So there you go, 5 cards based on one sketch, all quite different from one another, some quite close to the sketch, some very different. This sketch is actually this month's sketch challenge in my Facebook group, so if you'd like to join in with that, then do come along and join the group. If you'd like to catch more videos from me, then subscribe and ring the notification bell, and I will see you back here very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.